day to day. Tonight, we gather again to celebrate the Festival of Life. On behalf of myself and my daughter Mariah, I welcome you to our home. Some of you have traveled quite far this evening. Some of you may not be familiar with the customs here in the Greenbrier Forest. Therefore, I mention to you that ancient custom forbids violence of any kind during the festival, as it would not be seemly to celebrate the union of Dagon Ulrich and Gaia Ulrich to give in to petty conflicts. Furthermore, our house, as they all are in the Greenbrier Forest, is made entirely of wood. Therefore, the smoking of any substance shall not be permitted. Again, I speak to you that traditional food and drink are the only things which may be consumed this evening at the festival in accordance with the sacred rites. If you have any questions regarding proper custom or conduct, please convey your ideas or questions to myself or to my servants, who would be happy to assist you. Now, we shall begin the festival with the traditional, celebratory, and sacred song, to be performed by the bard, Dylan Stringbreaker. Stringbreaker! Right. Dylan Stringbreaker, to celebrate the creation of the world and the grace of the goddess, and bring us all here again this evening, this year. Our guests. Pops.
What about me?
Yeah, you. Seth, Tippus.
Haven't begun yet.
Oh, sorry. Can't tell.
Shh. Mighty Haide Achiaros. That's nice. It's so slow here. There. Mind. And das guide blew us. Andra moi NP Musa Pultroton Hola Malta Pola. That's not it either.
While we're young, please.
You were never young. All right. Call you, Lord. This is it. Arma vimuque cano trioe qui primo sabores. All right. Here. Thanks, right there. My lord. Let us place dusted, Lord.
Just you tools.
I'm getting that. A long time ago, back before life began, the all-seeing eye came up with a plan. It rose from the sea and brought forth a god called Dagon Ulrich, the maker of gods. He held in each hand the power of creation and used it to form a world of great nations. Yet he was alone, all alone with his world, till the all-seeing eye made a spirit, a girl. They joined he and she and formed one, not two, when the all-seeing eye blessed their union of good. It made for its daughter Gaia the praise, an amulet drawn from the light of its rays. Thus the Dhamma was born, and all else is well, for out of their union our Arif did swell. 10 ages passed with no evil in sight, but the eye finally closed, and at last there was night. Out of the darkness there arose such a fright, Skandala the evil, the temptress of light. She seduced the great god, and at his consent had her own dark children, which to Arif she sent. When at last the eye woke, and with it the goddess they bound their planet, a terrible mess. In anger so great, Gaia threw off her gift, and the Dhamma was lost, which time has missed. For ages we suffered with no break in sight, until one who is good finds a way to her light. Then out of the darkness shall come a great age of peace and tranquility, and we all shall be saved. So 1 year ago, as the custom has been, our champions left for the Dhamma to win. There was Aaron the brave, ranger of renown, and Greathorn the stout, a dwarf of the crown. There was Roland the clever, jack of all trades, and Nodima the warrior, who was hardly a maid. There was Colin the gallant, a man of pure heart, and Rihanna the sorceress, a woman of arts. Now they all still are gone. Not a word had they sent, but knowing their mettle, they have not been spent. So we sit here and wait, with great hope in our hearts, that the goddess will grant them good fortune of heart. Bare lies the tale as it stands here tonight. Though for what the... I know. Not a rose.
Thank you, Petrica.
String breaker, Sir Dylan Stringsbreaker. Not that.
We shall now take a moment to remember. Would somebody get that?
Reception's stay off.
We will now take a moment to attempt to reflect and remember upon the party questers who left 1 year ago this very night in search of the mystic Dumnall. Unfortunately, it was some sadness that I cannot convey to you any news of their present location or condition. Nothing has reached our ears since
What
they
do you
left.
think that they are?
Since they left for the great unknown that lies to the west. In these dark times, their quest is, of course, more important than ever. Our only regret is that they cannot be with us this evening to join in our pursuits.
Buster!
We have returned.
Now speak, young man. Have you the amulet?
Silence! Greetings, Sarah.
Lord, we have returned from a long and strenuous journey.
You are but 3. Well, you can see why he's in charge.
Please.
Where's Colin?
Please, Mariah. What fate has befallen the other questers? First and foremost, or else we shall not hear a thing because of my daughter.
Lord, our tale is one of great sadness. When we departed your home 1 year ago, no one could have foreseen the wonders and hardships that awaited us. We traveled west into dark lands, to the unknown. We fell under attack immediately. In ambush after ambush, I fought bravely. We fought bravely.
Many goblins fell at our feet, my lord.
Devils, goblins, terrible.
There were too many, my lord. We could not do anything but return here with no sign of the amulet.
Indeed.
The others decided after a short time that our quest to the west was in fact the wrong way to go. So the sorceress Ryala, Colin Godfrey, and that despicable thief Roland Sykes decided to strike out for the south since Ryala felt that was the best way to go.
Further west seemed more logical to me, so we headed that way. However, I feared that, as amazing as it might seem, there was nothing there. So we returned.
Oh, what of the sorceress Rael? There's still hope.
Indeed. What of the sorceress, Riley?
Yes, where should they be?
I feared there could be nothing but death.
What did you...
Xanthippus!
Oh, my
Xanthippus, these are my guests. What are you doing?
I think what the idiot is trying to say is that I am here.
Mr. Sorcerer. Now, did that young man say that 3 were all together? Darling, they do seem to keep losing people. It's no way to have an adventure.
Where have you been? Where's the amulet?
Will somebody please tell me where Colin is?
Silence! Rayala, speak your tale. What has befallen your party of Westlands?
Thank you, my lord. No doubt the ranger has told you of our party. Aaron chose Lodima and Greathorn for himself, leaving Colin Godfrey and Roland Sykes for my part. We decided to travel south mainly because it had yet to be explored thoroughly, plus some readings I had done on a prophecy years ago indicated an island far south of England, the edge of the world. So we traveled over the Crystal Mountains, through the Freelands, and then made our way over the Desert Emery.
You crossed the desert on foot, I suppose.
Yes, we crossed the Desert Emery. How were we to get to the far southern edge of the world? It took us nearly 2 months. The desert is much larger than our map makers had imagined. Finally, we came to this great hazy sea of green water. On the horizon, we could see what looked like cliffs or an island.
And did you explore this far-off island?
Yes, we did, my lord. I was able to conjure up a ship, which left me rather weak. I tell you this in order to explain what happens next. We reached the shore in a matter of hours. The winds were swift and the currents were with us. It was indeed an island, although little more than rocky cliffs and a beach
On the island.
Sorceress, will you please spare us the scenic description and get on with your tale?
I'm so sorry, Lord Dima. I didn't realize I was boring. On the island was a temple, made out of white stone and bearing the markings of Dea Alwyn in some language that I couldn't translate. There was a strange energy in the air, and not being able to find out whether or not it was inhabited, Colin and I left Roland Sykes as guard and look out, and we went inside. We followed the staircase far underground and finally came to a large chamber. My lord, it was the resting place of the Domna.
Yes.
The Domna! In the room was a simple pedestal. On it lay the emblem. Colin stepped forward to claim it, but no sooner had he done so than I felt a presence. I can only offer my relative weakness to explain why I did not feel it earlier. The temple is guarded and the island is inhabited, but not by people. It's filled with spirits far powerful than anything you can imagine. The temple began to quake and fall apart. My magics were useless against it. I barely made it out in time myself. Colin Godfrey is dead.
And what of the Domno?
The amulet, my lord, is buried with Colin. I had enough time once I had escaped the temple to see that Roland Sykes had run off sometime earlier, and then I was swept away. Yeah, Alvin has her amulet guarded well. I was carried to the Crystal Mountains, where I wandered for some days before making my way back here.
I see, but that is of no consequence, because when you have recovered your strength, you can lead us back there. We will assemble a party immediately.
That, my lord Goldencrest, I'm afraid I cannot do. It would seem as though the Guardians swept away my memory as well. When I think back on the way to the temple, I become fuzzy and addled. It would seem as though my memories have been hexed.
Then again, mine have not.
What, where?
Silence!
Father, tell me, you have
Silence! Roland Sykes, speak your tale.
Yes, well, I've been listening to Ryala's little story. I can't deny nor support any of that, but I can tell you one thing. I did not just run off.
Fool, admit your cowardice.
Yes, it is a very, very pleasure to see you. Oh, I thought you were dead. When I saw the temple crumble, oh, my heart was crushed. Not like Colin's seems to have been. Well, when I could not find any life in the shambles of the temple, I did the only thing that I could do. I returned back to Xavier's house, making this map.
A map!
a map!
Indeed, my boy, you are our savior. Well, we shall not have to wait. We shall assemble party now. The festival can wait.
Not so fast, my lord. It is true that I do have the map, and I would be overjoyed to accompany a group to retrieve our small prize. But, of course, yes, I would have to ask for a fee for my service.
Why, you little out here! You know no violence is to be permitted at the festival.
Apologies.
Master Sykes, I am quite certain that we can come up with some sort of compensation for your ability.
Must I be blunt, my lord? You demand a price. You demand a price for the map, the way to salvation.
What price do you demand?
Well, as you probably know, my lord, many a person would pay quite a fee for this map. So let's just say that I will give it to the highest bidder. Yes, the map will go to the highest bidder.
This is an outrage!
Do not be angry at me, my friends. I am merely attempting to secure my financial stability. I mean no malice towards you at all.
I'm afraid you saved your mother instead of us.
Yes, but I don't know about you people, but I am parched, so if you will excuse me before I do any business, I would like some wine. Oh, why, thank you very much, madame. Well, what are you all looking at? Don't let little old me put a damper on things. Party, have fun, laugh.
Let's go!
As he said, resume the festival. My heart's...
Excuse me, I need the time to...